Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I take it you can hear me okay. I'm Simone Wilson. I am the Managing Director and fourth generation owner of the last surviving wholly owned family-owned tap manufacturer in the UK. Yes, my little tap firm makes taps and kitchen mixers for kitchens and bathrooms. I've been in business since I left school, as my parents recognised I had a talent for engineering. One evening, during that election campaign 2015 that Sophie mentioned earlier, I left work and tuned the radio to PM to hear the day's news, or more accurately the twaddle being spouted about the election. I came in halfway through Catherine Mayer's interview. I was so happy to hear what was being said and thought, yes, about blooming time. Finally I was hearing someone talk common sense. I resolved there and then that I would find out that what this was about, because it was something I wished to be part of. A few weeks later, I heard the announcement again on PM that Sandy Toksvig was leaving the news quiz. I knew there and then in my gut exactly what the reason for her departure was, and I was overjoyed that she too was to be part of WEP. The more astute of you will have probably noticed there's something else about me. Something quite irrelevant to the job I do, or the fact that I'm a natural engineer, and that is that I am a trans woman. For years I have lived my life as a man, not really appreciating the privilege accorded to me by birth in that gender. My father, managing director before me, the staff, customers and tradesmen I deal with on a daily basis, accepted I knew what I was talking about. My knowledge was respected. Why was that? Because I was Mr. Wilson. I never gave the issue of women's equality a thought, as it was something we have always practiced in our business, valuing our female employees for their contribution. We paid a rate for the job regardless of the gender of the employee. I thought that's what everyone did. Silly me. Then I transitioned, and things changed. I have trained the women in my office to handle most of the technical calls that come in, but on occasion they do need me to take the call over. When they tell the caller, "Hold on please, I'll pass you to our MD, she'll know what the answer is," the response is all too often, "Oh, another woman, don't you have a man I can speak to?" If the girls simply pass the call on to technical, when I answer with my name, I get the response, "I was after technical assistance." Duh. So I enlighten the call with the fact I have been making taps for 40 years. I have made the tools that cut the brass. I have machined the castings. I've programmed the machines. I've assembled every single type of tap we've ever made. That I have been making taps longer than they have been putting them in. They usually fire a technical question at me, which I give them an equally technical reply. "Oh," they say, "you do know what you're talking about." "Yes," I say, "I do. Now how may I help?" So by following my heart and transitioning, I am suddenly find myself having to prove that I am competent. That which had been granted to me by accident of birth has been stripped away. I realise now that too, that now, like you, I have to go the extra mile to prove myself, where before I did not. I had run headlong into society's perception that women are not competent in the traditional male position. Oh, and it isn't just men who question my knowledge. Often women who phone up to speak seeking technical assistance express the exact same doubts as to my competence. So why the story? Well, the solution to such attitudes is rooted firmly in the Women's Equality Core Aim number 4, which is, we urge an education system that creates equal opportunities for all children and an understanding of why this matters. It is the second part of that statement that is fundamentally important. Only when our children are given the opportunity to learn the skills and trades that they are naturally gifted in regardless of the stereotypical gender role assigned to those skills and trades, will society correctly value that skill regardless of gender? And don't even start me on equal pay. When I look at our objectives, I see a common denominator: education. Educate people on what they are missing out on by not striving for equality for women. We are 51% of the population. It is time for women to take their proper place in all areas of our society, to stand shoulder to shoulder with men as equals, and to be respected for the talents and energies we can unleash. Thank you.